How to create an animated story with consistent characters using Grok AI and Nano Pro.
In a warm little kitchen, he's whisking away, trying hard to bake a cake the perfect way. She walks in smiling, steals a lick off the spoon. Now the two messy chefs.
It's just a little extra flour.
Give me the flour!
Grab the flour bag, hear him shout, let go. She smirks first in the oven's glow. Bag rips open. Ooh, white snow everywhere. Some messes are worth it when you're laughing in the air.
Hey everyone, Nova here. Welcome back. Today, we're diving into Grok AI. Actually, I spent all week trying to automate these prompts with a custom gem, and it totally flopped. But it led to a manual workflow that's way better for longer videos and dialogue. Let's dive in. First, we need a blueprint. I use 3 custom gems for this: script, characters, and camera settings. I won't deep dive into the full setup here. You can find that video in the description. Step 1 is the story and script. Creating a custom gem is super simple. In Gemini, just click on New Gem. Give it a name. Then, all you need to do is paste my prompt into the instruction section. You can even upload reference files here if you want. Hit save, and you're done. Now I'm feeding it the core details, the story concept, a couple cooking that ends in a funny disaster, the 3D angular caricature style, the length, and the basic settings. From here, the gem handles the heavy lifting, writing the full story and breaking everything down into individual scenes for us. But here is the big question. Why did I choose that specific style? And how do we actually know which visual style to feed into the prompt in the first place? That opening scene? Definitely not perfect. It's got flaws, but when the style matches the story, the vibe just works. Choosing a look means balancing audience, genre, and emotion. It's a lot to think about, and it's easy to get lost. So, I built a new gem that gathers all these professional animation rules into one simple tool. Let's look at the logic. To pick a style, you look at tone, genre, and audience. For example, if you're making a horror story for kids, the rule is, don't go hyper-realistic. You pick something like spooky 2D so it's fun, not traumatizing. For epic fantasy, you want styles that handle high emotion, like anime or stylized 3D. This gem analyzes your script against these rules and suggests the best DNA for your animation. It even gives movie references so you can see it before you build it. Before dive in Gem 3, let's take a breather. We get so obsessed with complexity, I forget AI can be simple. I've been playing with Superwork lately, and let me show you around. It is a full platform that gives you access to the latest AI models in one place. You can generate high-quality images from text, or images using Nano Pro. Create videos from images using the newest models, and access a ton of AI editing tools. There is a lot to explore here, but I want to show you the video face swap. Face swap lets you take any video and automatically replace the face with your own character or another person. But the key is that it actually matches the lighting, the skin tone, and the expressions. So instead of looking like a sticker pasted on top, it looks completely natural. It's basically deep fake style tech, but packaged into a simple browser tool that anyone can use. So, why use this? For creators, it keeps your character consistent across every video without reshooting. For social, it's perfect for memes or putting yourself into movie scenes. It's also great for faceless channels to create a virtual host from stock footage, or even for privacy, swapping in a fictional face to stay anonymous while keeping your real expressions. and the process is super simple. Just upload your original video here and upload your target face here. You can adjust the duration if you want. Choose the swap model, and then just hit Swap Now. Before we wrap, check out Superworks' Motion page. It's packed with AI effects you can layer instantly, from cinematic moves like Earth Zoom and Bullet Time to fun stuff like Money Rain and Northern Lights. It's a really fun playground if you like experimenting. They're running a big Christmas promotion right now, so if you want to try Face Swap and all these effects, the link is down below. Let's back to our workflow. Now for Gems 2 and 3. Gem 2 is all about the characters. You just paste the story from Gem 1, and it generates a consistent character sheet and specific prompts for everyone in the scene. Then there's Gem 3. This handles the cinematography. It looks at each scene and chooses the best camera settings, then writes a technical prompt so your shots actually look intentional and professional. Now we create the visuals. For this, you can use Google Whisk. The process is simple. Take that character sheet from Gem 2, pair it with the scene prompt from Gem 3, and hit Generate. This gives you a storyboard where the characters actually look like themselves in every shot. You can also use Gemini for this. Sometimes it's actually better for keeping the look consistent. Try uploading your previous scene along with the character sheet. It helps the AI stay on track across the story. When you upload the last scene's image alongside your character sheets, the consistency is much better across the board. And just like that, we've gone from a simple idea to a complete visual guide. We are officially ready to animate. Before I started prompting, I did some deep digging into what's actually working for creators. I used Notebook LM to organize my research and build a structured director mindset for this project. I organized what I found into 5 simple rules. First, stick to small motions, like a blink or a slow pan. Grok behaves better when it only has 1 heartbeat per 6-second clip. To stop the image from drifting, I use fidelity constraints to keep the characters look consistent. My formula is simple: subject, action, and camera move. If I need a scene change, I don't animate a walk, I just force a hard cut. Before you start, go to Settings, then Behavior, and turn off automatic video generation. This gives you full control over your prompts, so Grok doesn't just guess what you want as soon as you upload an image. Now, just upload your scene image and paste the prompt we built using the director rules. It works because it focuses on one simple action with a fixed camera. Let's look at the result. To keep the story going, go to the final frame of Scene 1. Right-click and hit Save Video Frame As. Next, bring that frame into Nano Banana. I use the character sheets to rebuild the scene, matching the lighting, the poses, and the caricature style. This is key because it fixes any face disorders or glitches that might have appeared during the first animation. Use this new image as your input in Grok. It's the best way to create long stories that look like one continuous movie. For the next scene, I use this prompt. Slow camera move with a fixed metal bowl. Woman sprinkles flour. She clearly says, "Relax, it's just a little extra flour." I found that the word fixed is essential. It anchors the bowl so the AI doesn't accidentally move it. Using clearly says and
Relax,
lips
it's
moving
just a
precisely
little extra
forces
flour.
Grok to focus on better lip sync for that line. Here's the prompt. I added angrily and his glasses stay on his face. In the previous test, Grok kept removing the glasses as soon as the character moved. Explicitly telling the AI to keep them on protects that detail. And without the word angrily, the AI just gave me a random expression.
Give me the flower!
For this scene, I defined both characters in just one phrase each. I used one simple action, the tug on the flower bag, and 2 short labeled lines. Keeping the dialogue within Grok's safe limit is the only way to prevent the lips from looking like a mess. Since the camera is fixed, the AI can focus all its power on the faces and the hand movement.
Let go.
You first.
You first.
If you look at the flower bag, there's a mark I should have removed for consistency. But honestly, I just got lazy. Grok fails if you ask for too many actions in one 6-second clip. To get that pro freeze frame orbit, you have to split the work. First, generate just the chaos. Once it looks right, save the very last frame as an image. Upload that frame back into Grok with this prompt. Everything still like statues. Only the camera moves. This forces a clean cinematic orbit while keeping your characters perfectly frozen. It's the easiest way to get high-end results without the AI losing control. Okay, my friends, that's the video. All the gems and assets are in the description for you. If this was helpful, I'd really appreciate a comment. Your support means a lot. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.